जेबीएन डॉक्टर ब्रजराज सिंह चौहान, एसोसिएट प्रोफेसर, ज्योति विद्यापीठ, वुमेन्स यूनिवर्सिटी जयपुर. Program MSc Chemistry first sem, and course is Biostatistics. Session of today is how to find the range of measure of dispersion. So we all are knowing well about the measure of dispersion. I have earlier discussed with this topic in previous lecture. So measure of dispersion is nothing but it is according to Bowley, dispersion is the measure of the variation of the item. According to Corner, dispersion is a measure of the extent to which the individual item vary. कहने का आशा ये है कि डिस्पर्सन में हम इस चीज़ का मेजर करते हैं कि डाटा कितना डिस्पर्स हो रहा है, कितना वेरिएट कर रहा है. दैट इज द डिस्पर्सन. पर्पज इज a measure of dispersion appears to serve two purposes. First is one of the most important quantities used to characterize a frequency distribution. Second is afford a basis of comparison between two or more frequency distribution. The study of dispersion bears its importance from the fact that various distributions may have exactly the same average but substantially difference in their variability. So this is very important thing in order to measuring the dispersion. Measure of dispersion are descriptive statistics and describe how similar a set of scores are to each other. The more similar the scores are to each other, the lower the measure of dispersion will be. The less similar the scores are to each other, the higher the measure of dispersion will be. In general, the more spread out a distribution is, the larger the measure of dispersion will be. So measure of dispersion is range, interquartile range, semi-interquartile range, coefficient of quartile deviation, mean deviation, standard deviation, variance, coefficient of variation. These are some different measures of dispersion. First dispersion is the range. The range is very simple means of dispersion. Is defined as the difference between the largest score in the set of data and the smallest score in the set of data. If you have given some frequency, some data, distribution of data, in order to finding the range, we observe maximum data and minimum data, and then difference of maximum data to minimum data is the called range. Now what is the range of the following data? Here some data is given: 4, 8, 1, 6, 6, 2, 9, 3, 6, 9. So here minimum data is magnitude 1 and maximum data magnitude is 9. So range will be the largest score minus the smallest score. That was the 9 minus 1. It is 8. When to use the range? The range is used when you have ordinal data or you are presenting your result to people with little or no knowledge of statistics. The range is rarely used in scientific work as it is fairly insensitive. It depends on only two scores in the set of data xi and x1, x2. Two different sets of data can have the same range. The interquartile range is the range of the middle half of the value. It is the better measurement of use than the range because it only refers to the middle half of the result. Basically, the extremes are omitted and cannot affect the answer. To calculate the interquartile range, we must first find the quartile. Quartile means division in the four parts of the distribution of data. There are three quartiles called Q1, Q2, Q3. We do not need to worry about Q2. Q2 is nothing but it is median. Q2 is simply the middle value of the bottom half of the data, and Q3 is the middle value of the top half. Q1 is the middle value of bottom half, or Q3 is the middle value of top half. We calculate the interquartile range by taking Q1 away from Q3, Q3 minus Q1. Remember, data must be placed in order 10, 25, 45, 47, 49, this. This is the distribution. Because there is an even number of values, 18, we can split them into two groups, 9. So, first IR Q3 minus Q1, that will be the 62 minus 49, or interquartile range will be 13. Q3 minus Q1, or its value is 62 minus 49. Quartile deviation, it is the second measure of dispersion, no doubt improved version over the range. It is based on the quartile, so while calculating this may require upper quartile Q3 and lower quartile Q1. Then it is divided by 2. Hence, is half of the difference between two quartile is also semi-interquartile range. So, quartile deviation is nothing but it is Q3 minus Q1 upon 2. The semi-interquartile range is defined as the difference of the first and third quartile divided by 2. Coefficient of quartile deviation, the relative measure of dispersion corresponding to quartile deviation is known as the coefficient of quartile deviation, or it is QD is equal to Q3 minus Q1 upon Q3 plus Q1. It is the coefficient. This will be always less than 1 and will be positive as Q3 greater than Q1. A smaller value of coefficient of QD indicate lesser variability. Mean deviation is also known as average deviation. In this case, deviation taken from average, especially mean, median or mode. While taking deviation, we have to ignore negative item and consider all them as positive. The formula is given below. Median sigma d upon n, deviation taken from the mean, deviation taken from the median, और डेविएशन टेकन फ्रॉम द मोड. हम डेविएशन को मीन, मीडियन, मोड किसी से भी इसमें लेते हैं, तो वो तीनों का डिफरेंट रहेगा. स्टैंडर्ड डेविएशन, द कंसेप्ट ऑफ स्टैंडर्ड डेविएशन वाज फर्स्ट इंट्रोड्यूस्ड बाय द कार्ल पियर्सन इन 1893. द स्टैंडर्ड डेविएशन इज द मोस्ट यूजफुल and the most popular measure of dispersion, just as the arithmetic mean is the most of all average. The standard deviation is the best of the all measure of dispersion. So standard deviation is represented by the Greek letter sigma and calculated from the arithmetic mean. Median and mode is not considered while looking at the earlier measure of dispersion. All of them suffer from one of the other demerits. Range, it suffers from a serious drawback. Consider only two values and neglect all other values of the series. So standard deviation, quartile deviation considered only 50% of the item and ignores the other 50% item in the series. Mean deviation, no doubt an improved measure, but ignore negative sign without any basis. Carl Pearson, are observing all these things, has given us a more sufficient formula for calculating or measuring dispersion. While calculating standard deviation, we take deviation of individual observation from their arithmetic mean and each square. The sum of the square is divided by the number of observation. The square root of this sum is known as the standard deviation. Very popular scientific mean of dispersion. These are the merit. From standard deviation, we can calculate skewness and correlation, etc. It considers all the items of the series. The squaring of deviation make them positive, and the difficulty about algebraic sign, which was expressed each case of mean deviation is not found, or it is called the variance. Demerit of standard calculation difficult. Calculation is difficult, not as easier as the range. It always depends on arithmetic mean. Here it is very important. It always depends on arithmetic mean. It cannot be calculated for quantitative data. I hope you all are satisfied with this session. If you have any query, please mention in comment box. I will resolve it very soon. Thank you.